What's up everybody, this is Cheese Mr. Poof and welcome you back to the channel, and this is a new show. It's Battlewright. I've been talking about this show and I'm very excited to do this. And for any of you who don't know what Battlewright will be about, it's going to be me playing League mode in the game Battlewright by Stunlock Studios. And if you don't know what Battlewright is, you're going to be finding out quite soon if you watch this episode. And yeah, a few things I would like to mention right before we start. This is still kind of the first episode, so I'm still figuring out what kind of templates I want to be using for the show. And if you're watching, you can drop comments down below to express what kind of videos you would like to see in the future. This first one is probably going to be just me playing a few League games, and then after the games analyzing the video of the game and seeing what I did wrong, what I could have done better, and all other things like that. So yeah, currently Silver League Division 3, which is not a very high rank, but I have only just started, so I'm going to be climbing up the ladder here, and yeah, I'm going to be taking you on that journey with me. So we have Ruh Kaan here, which is a melee champ, and I'm going to be playing him in this episode, and this is the build I am using. I did actually take a look at a few builds online for Ruh Kaan, but I felt like I'd rather first figure out my playstyle and then build around that, and this is what I came up with. I find myself using the Affliction quite often, so the Amplify comes in pretty clutch. I also find myself needing some heals, so the Leech Blade is pretty good. Silence, that small increase in duration has proved quite useful for me, for combo potential with other champs as well. And I definitely like adding the range for the Tenacious Demon grab, and the bonus doesn't hurt, the bonus damage doesn't hurt either. And Demonic Hunt, so we gain an extra ability charge, and that is huge for Ruh Kaan, because sometimes you either need to aggressively chase or get away real fast. So that's why I really like the ability charge. The cooldown by 2 seconds feels like a lot, but I think the 2 charges kind of makes up for that. So yeah, this is the build I will be using. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the heart of the battle. Welcome back everyone, we have finally found a game in the league, and we have a Paloma, and we're up against a Baco Paloma build. So in this matchup, we're gonna take the All Bite No Bark. So in this matchup, I feel like I want to be getting as close to Paloma as possible. I'm talking about the enemy Paloma. And kind of forcing her out. Okay, so we are going into the match here. I gotta say, one of the champs that I feel not so good facing against is Baco, so... But we're going to be just going aggressively here. Pulling in that Paloma. We did get the orb there, which is good. Gonna consume a bit of health. And we're gonna use charge there. Yep, grabbing that Paloma. Gonna use my ability here to escape. Okay, the other side was really good there. That's good for my teammate. Okay, so let's bring the heat here. That kinda hurts. Okay, that other side was really good. Let's see if we can catch the Paloma here. Yep, the silence proved to be useful there. I thought I got him silenced there. Okay. Okay, he got the orb. That was a bit bad there. Oh, shite. Okay, I'm gonna just pull back a bit, get these heals. Okay, that's good. Okay, he just panicked there. That's good. Very good. Very good from the teammate. Nice panic. Okay, so first round went pretty well. I did do some mistakes. But they weren't really major ones this time around, I think. But I'll take a look at the void later and see if I did any major mistakes. Okay. That's good. Okay, that was a bit late from the announcer, but sure. Gonna go with the same plan. Keeping the aggression on the Paloma. I do get panicked, however. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore you and go for the Paloma again. Just hoping my Paloma can hang in there. Okay, that's a really good hook. Okay, getting some damage on the Baco now. Whoa! Okay, barely got out of there. Oh man, that ult really hit me hard. But I didn't take too much damage, so I think I'm fine. Okay. Okay, there was a wall there. Silence on the Paloma once again. Proving up to be quite the clutch match here. Okay. I had to get out of there. My ult will probably be good here. Yep, we got the Paloma. And this guy is almost dead. Whoa! Okay. Oh yeah, we got him. We got him. That was real close. Baco is a really scary champ. Also, I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing a narration every time. I could also just do me without the webcam, just the gameplay with some music on the background. But we'll see, we'll see. This is still the very first episode, so we'll see how it goes from there. Okay, let's see if he's gonna protect Paloma harder here. At least it looks like that's what's going to be going down. Whoa, okay. Got the orb, that's good. Silence the Baco. Go back to the Paloma aggression plan. Okay, panicked. Okay, that was a bad charge from me, I noticed that. Okay, now I'm getting really low, so I'm gonna get these heals. Also, I walked away from the Paloma ult, that was a big mistake. Okay, let me get my space back up. We got the Baco, that's really good for us. I think we can just catch this game here. Gonna get healed by this Paloma here. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna go with the ult here. Another ult from the Paloma. Okay, quick force survive. That's good. 3-0'd, that's nice. GG's. Okay, let's take a look at the VOD. Okay, we're here with the VOD, and I'm going to be taking a look at the match more in depth. So let's just zoom in, reel into the beginning of the match. And let's bring the game speed down only a few notches. Just circling around, keeping the control on the mid. Almost hitting Paloma there with my flick. Bako jumps. Okay, let's actually go to free camera top down so I can see what's going on. And let's continue. So again, aggressing the Paloma here. My Paloma is safe back there. Not gonna get hit by anything, so that's good. And there. Gonna hit that grab. This is where I aggressed the Paloma really nicely. Getting a lot of the outs out, so yeah. Here we see some nice Paloma action. And I get hit by the Bako axe, and here I think I didn't quite dodge that. I think I got pulled into it a little. So yeah, this is where I start absorbing the damage a little bit. And this is probably the area where Bako started actually taking notice of, okay, I'm going for the Paloma. Gotta protect the Paloma a little bit. So yeah, he keeps throwing these axes at me while I try to pressure the enemy Paloma. I do get the sick pull though, which is good. And there goes another jump. Let's see if I can actually dodge this. Yes, I get out with the teleport. That's pretty good. And actually got the afflict there. That's pretty good. So yeah, again, aggressing the Paloma. She gets away. But I get other-sided by my Paloma, so that's actually fine. And now my Paloma is alone. But I do get to pull the other Paloma here. And this is the first ult I'm popping off, so I do get good hits in there, but the Paloma decides to ult, so I have to get out of there. So I start putting the aggression I have left on the ult on that Bako, but I do get walled there. I don't think I could have done anything differently to not get walled, because I'm pretty sure I didn't have mobility up. Let's see if we can check that. I don't think we can see it from here. Anyway. Actually, this is pretty good to keep on. Gives you more information about what's going on. Okay. So I do get a big chunk of damage in, but I also get a lot of damage taken there in that fight. But Paloma is a really good support, so I feel like this is a really balanced matchup. I do get to dodge that jump there, which is pretty good. I almost land another claw, and this is where we silence the Paloma and deal the finishing blow. So now it's only the Bako left, and I go straight into the bulwark. That's something I could have avoided if I would have taken a closer look at the game and when he last popped his bulwark. So that was an unnecessary bulwark hitting right there, because also let him go on to do some damage to me. But I do get my shield up here, and the other side comes out, so that's good. And that, let's just reel that back a little bit. That could have been handled better. Okay, we went back a lot there. So yeah, she pushes the orb. What I could have done there was hit it with my melee once and then go for my mouse 2. But I decided to just go on and try to get it. And Bako obviously sees that if I hit it with my attack, he can just get the orb. Now what I could have done here was cancel, obviously, and just move back from the jump. Or I could have just shot at somewhere random. But I do get the hit on the orb. And I immediately spacebar, which is at least good, because I tried to get that last hit in before the Bako lands. But I didn't quite get it. But at least we get the panic on the Bako. He does get those orbs though. So yeah, he goes for another ult, and I go for the grab, which turns out to be a really bad move from my part. I should have done something to dodge that there. So yeah, we take a big, huge chunk of damage there. But the Death Vortex is incoming, so we got that. Now, take note that Bulwark is out. I'm weakened, but I'm getting healed because it's still 2v1. Okay, use my movement to get out of that jump. I've been dodging the jumps pretty nicely so far. So that's a panic on the Bako. But I pulled the Bako back, and I was about to go for that. See, that's very good team play right there, because when I was about to do the mouse 2 into the Bulwark, I get other-sided, so it cancels, which is really good for my teammate. So yeah, getting healed again. Bako rushes in. I'm snared. He gets a hit in and goes for a fast jump. And I do get to dodge that, which is good. I even use a space, which probably was unnecessary there, but I really felt probably at the moment that I needed to do that. So here comes my mouse 2. I think his Bulwark is down. And it is, because I do get that hit. And now the damage is amplified. He's getting closer to the Death Vortex here. So I do hit him. And Paloma gets the panic in, and that seals the deal on game 1. So that was actually a pretty good game. So that was the analysis on game 1. Let's just cut into game 3, right? So final round, obviously adrenaline pumping, because it's the final round. And Bako goes for the axe. He doesn't connect, because not enough range, but now, as you can see, when we already got 2 games in, they're starting to play more defensively. And I don't know if that's the right way to go at that point. See the mentality of trying not to lose and trying to win, as Ziomaru from Battlerite stage did say. There's a huge difference between those mentalities, so that could have been a factor in here. Also there I just hit the Bulwark, but I do get the Bulwark out, and the deflected shot doesn't hit me, so that's good. That means we got Bulwark out, and they didn't get any value from it, except preventing damage, I guess. And my Paloma goes way in, so I'm supporting her from long range. And I actually do get a blind pull on the Bako there in silence. So yeah, dishing out some damage here. And we do get that orb, which is really good. I'm gonna pop the consume, and he goes for the Bulwark, so we're just bumping shields. Nothing much. I do get that shot on the Paloma, and then I pull her. But as you can see, the jump is just about to hit. And then, in that instant, I go for the spacebar, which is really good. And I get a silence on the Bako. Spacebar because I see Paloma right there. Get a good swing at her. They're both getting kinda low, not too low though. And I get panicked, which is really bad because that leaves my Paloma to deal with the Paloma and the Bako. But I get back there, give a long range shot there, but I did not land it. And that's another Bako jump. Now that, in my opinion, was a big misplay. I could have done that differently. I could have maybe moved in a little bit closer before I done the space, because now I used my space, my mobility, and I got hit by his jump, so that was a big mistake on my part. There's also a snare, and I used consume, and only one hit goes into the consume. I go for another mouse 2, and it connects, getting the amplify, and now he pops the Bulwark after that hit, which is interesting, because I do get stunned and pushed. As you can see, the Palomas were fighting over the orb here, and their Paloma gets it. So now they got a little bit of a health buff and energy buff, but I do have my ult here that I do pop off here at the same time as the Bako does. So let's take a closer look at what happens here. I used my ult, Bako used his, the enemy Paloma used hers, and Bako doesn't hit because I do get the other side, which was really good for my teammate. And I'm just trying to get my value from that ult. But he does land the axe right as I'm about to exit the other side. So here I start going just for the pulls from the ult. I missed the first one. And then I go for a few melees because I thought I was going to get the pull, but I didn't. And I go for another pull, but I don't hit it because he did the jump. And now I'm just using spacebar to dodge the jump. So now I'm sandwiched here, which is a bad spot to be in. I probably should have used my spacebar to get into another direction besides this. So that's the thing I could have done differently. And I am rooted here in the middle of the sandwich. So I do get to pop the consume. Now I don't know why I would run away from a Paloma ult. That's my Paloma. But I did to get the health packs, I guess. So yeah, that was a misplay. I could have just stayed there and shot some balls with my mouse too. But that was a sick pull right there. And I followed the pull up with a mouse too, but he does the jump to dodge it. And do I have a spacebar here? I do. My spacebar game has been on point in these ones. And I do get a silence on the Paloma there. Bucko getting really low. And the orb spawns. But I'm pressuring the Paloma here. Bucko is really low. I see he's taking the orb there. So I'm charging up my mouse too. Hitting Bucko. He's almost dead. 8 health. 1 hit is enough. So the Paloma lands the hit there. I was going to try this, but obviously it was going to miss. But as you can see, my attack was coming from here. Paloma's attack coming from here. So he had no place to run. We get the Bucko, but I'm really low here, as you can see. So the Paloma can just start dishing out damage on me. So use the spacebar to get away. Here we get the orbs. My ult is back up, but I do take some hits from the Paloma. Don't count out Paloma. She can still deal damage. So yeah, now I'm just backing down, letting Paloma heal me. I get hit by the wolf, which is kind of unfortunate. I did not see that one coming though. I get other-sided. Just gonna feel the ground there. Gonna pop the consume because I thought I was gonna get bolted there. So here comes the pull, which misses. So I decided to space in and hit once and quickly run away from the ult from the other Paloma there. Tried to get that one, but was not in time. Okay, so now I'm popping the ult, hoping to start getting some damage in with the ult, but I don't. So now I'm just doing blind grabs with my ult. Now, I could have done better grabs if I had my screen unlocked, which would mean that when I go here, I actually see further in. But I found that to be a bit weird. But I think I might have to start getting used to it because it does provide me with a tactical advantage when it comes to situations like these. So yeah, blind grab, but I do hit it and deal 20 damage. And I'm spell blocked here, so I'm panicked again and rooted by the wolves. But now I'm going for a big hit and I get the 28 damage and the amplify there. So now Paloma can start dishing out the damage. I'm going for the pull. The other side comes out. We're both low, and she decides to go for the ult. I only have to dodge here. Now, if I had my grab up, I could have pulled her away from the ult, denying the heal. But I went for the mouse 2 instead, and she's panicked, goes outside, and we win the game. So yeah, I did some mistakes there, but I did also do some pretty good plays, especially the spacebar dodges from the Bucko jump. I mean, it's not too hard to spacebar away from the Bucko jump, but it's a good thing to know that I can dodge those. And I didn't hit every bulwark, so that was good too. That has been it for the very first episode of Battlerite. If you enjoyed this kind of content, be sure to give the video a like, drop a comment down below if you want to see something different from Battlerite in the future, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Battlerite content like this. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one.